I just wanted to be able to say what the top 10 nations possess. But it turns out that they possess 49.8% of the land. That would be up or down by 1% or something, because I rounded these statistics to make it easier on us. But that means the top 10 nations have half the world's land mass, and the other 215 or so nations have the other 50%. So 10 nations have 50%, and 215 nations have 50%. Amazing, it's just crazy. But anyways, there we are, ladies and gentlemen, the populations and relative size of the largest countries on the planet. Now, just to reiterate, I don't think this is a value in itself. I don't think that you should memorize, rows of statistics just as an end in itself. This is useful just to know generally what's going on in the world. For example, on Mr. Salzman's The Cause and Consequence of the Great Depression, he mentions the fact that supposedly, according to the statist view, a bunch of American boys went to World War II, and that helped reduce unemployment, and then when they came back, they had some money saved up and stuff, and that helped create the post-war boom. And Salzman says, well, millions of our boys died over there, so a lot of them didn't come back to create the post-war boom. Maybe I don't know exactly how many people died in World War II, but I do happen to know that all of America's deaths in all of its wars combined, in all of its history, come to right about 1 million people. Just close to 1 million, maybe 1,100,000 killed in all of our wars and all of our history combined. So I know right off the bat, when I hear someone say that millions of American soldiers died in World War II, I know right off the bat that it's wrong. You don't have to memorize rows of statistics. You just have to have the relationship between them. You have to have some idea. You think, well, let's see, how big is Canada? Which country is bigger than China? Obviously Russia, but are there any other countries bigger than China? You should have just some vague idea about some statistical basis of knowledge in the world. I mean, you have to know something about Russia and China and India. To just memorize how big they are and not know anything about them is ridiculous. So I'm saying an educated person ought to have a few statistics in their mind. When someone says millions have died in World War II, the statistic of 500,000 dead in the Civil War, our bloodiest war ever, ought to jump to your mind. Wait a minute, how could millions have died in World War II when the Civil War was our bloodiest war ever? And we only lost 500,000 on both sides put together. So that's what it just little teeny hints that pop out in the world once in a while. And it does you well to know what the hell's going on. Probably the next video that I will do in this series will be the relative size of different economies on the world. And let's see, what else could we quiz you on?